Hi Professor, this is Narsimha Imani, and regarding the IFT Python Activity 3, this is the program that I have written in Python to emulate the Batcher Banyan network. First of all, I will go through the source code block by block and then look into an example demonstrating how the source code is working. First of all, I have imported a random function here, a random library to generate the random number that will be assigned to each input port without we manually giving the destination ports to the input ports. And then let me jump into the main program. We will cover all of these functions later. In the main program, we are asking the user to input the number of inputs that they want to use. We have an option of using 8 inputs, and out of that the user can use anywhere from 0 to 8. So we are asking the user to enter the number of inputs here, and once he enters the number of inputs, this block here is used to randomly generate numbers with 8 options from 0 to 7. These are then appended to a list called inputs, and then after the inputs are given, we have to sort the given inputs, that is the given destination ports, to emulate the batcher part. So here comes the batcher part, where we are sorting out the given inputs such that each destination is assigned to input port without any gaps between the input ports. So this is where we demonstrate the batcher part. And then here we define what are the starting points for each input port. For input port 0, A1 is the starting point. For input port 1, A2, and so on till input port 7. Here A1, A2, A3, A4 are the switches that are there in stage 1 of the Banyan network. The stage 2 will have B1 to B4, the stage 3 will have C1 to C4. And then for the given n inputs from the user, we run a loop where we convert the binary number assigned, the binary number that is the destination port assigned to each input, into a binary number, and then based on that binary number we will decide what is the path from source to destination. The path 1 is the starting point, path 2 is from stage A to B, path 3 from B to C, and path 4 from C to the output. And then finally we print the output here, which is nothing but a combination of path 1, path 2, path 3, and path 4. And now let us go and look into the functions switch A to B, switch B to C, and switch C to output. Switch A to B takes the input and the destination. If the input is A1 and the destination, which is the binary number, if the first character in that string is 0, then it's pointed to B1 next. The path 2 will be B1 for that. If it is 1, it will be B3. And for a switch A2, it will be B2 if it is 0, it's B4 if it is 1. And similarly for switches A3 and A4 also. So this is where we define the Banyan network basically, from switch A to B. Similarly, I have defined the switches from the network from switch B to C and from switch C to output. and then I'm using these functions to derive the path 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then here I'm calling the main function. So this is what is regarding the code. Now let us look into an example. First of all, let us verify whether the random generator is working fine or not. Now let me execute the program. So here the user is being asked for the number of inputs. Let us give 4 inputs. So for the 4 inputs, we see that the randomly generated numbers are 1, 6, 4 and 2 here. And then the randomly generated numbers are sorted and given to the input ports 0, 1, 2 and 3. Since there should be no gaps, we have given 0, 1, 2, 3 and these are sorted. The destination ports are 1, 2, here 2, 4 and 6. Now let us rerun the program to see if another set of numbers are generated or not. Now again I'll give 4 and now you see that it is 3620 now. So 0 is assigned to 0th port, 2 is assigned to first, 3 to 2 and 6 to 3. So the numbers are different from what we have seen earlier. So we can make sure that the randomly generated function is working properly. And now let us see the path from input port 0 to output port 0. It is from A1 to B1 to C1 and then to the output port 0. From 1 to 2, from input port 1 to output port 2, it is A2, B2, C2 and 2. And next for this, it is from input port 2 to output port 3. The path is A3, B1, C2, 3. Similarly for the next, it is A4, B4, C4, 6. I have verified that all these paths are according to the Banyan network that you can see here. So we can make sure that the Batcher Banyan part is working properly. Here we have the inputs and here they are sorted without any gaps. So this is the Batcher part and this is the Banyan network showing the path from each input port to the destined output port. Thank you so much.